Are you serious? Are you serious? There's a whole lot of shaking going on. I'm serious, folks. The earth is a shaking and quaking. The devil's back is breaking. My mind is aching. I mean, seriously, the apocalyptic, catastrophic, if we're not careful, cataclysmic events could be coming upon the earth as the 5 waves of energy is putting pressure. But it's not just the 5 waves of energy. We also have high solar winds. Matter of fact, I'll just tell you what that is right now. The solar winds are right now roaring at 498,000 kilometers per second, roaring right off the sun, headed toward the earth with a gaping hole in the sun's atmosphere. It's not slowing it down at all. Earth facing 498,000 kilometers per second. And here's what the results of all of this pressure has become. 42 earthquakes in the last 24 hours, including last night's 7.2 powerful quake off the coast of Fiji. Now, the U.S. Geological Survey has downsized it to 6.9. But listen to the last 24 hours. What has taken place on the earth? 2.8 British Virgin Islands. Let me just give you the big ones. 4.7 Fiji. 4.5 Futuna. 4.2 Chile. 5.1 Burma, 4.9 Fiji, 5.5 Chile, and then we had the big one, 6.9, now that's been downsized, Fiji, and that one was big, 5.7 Aftershock Fiji, 4.2 Bulgaria, and then there was a 4.9, 5.8, very shallow, 5.1, all in Fiji, 5.6, 5.0, 5.0, 5.4, all in Fiji as those aftershocks of this powerful quake. We had a 4.6 hit China, and then we had a 5.7 in Vanuatu. We also had a 4.2 earthquake in Afghanistan, 5.0 Fiji, 4.8 Indonesia, 5.2, 5.0, 5.5 in Fiji, and they're all very shallow. So, man, I'm telling you, folks, we dodged a bullet on the tsunami. We dodged a huge bullet. As shallow as this quake was at 6.9, 7.2, it is a miracle we did not have a massive tsunami. 4.9 Indonesia. We've had a 4.9 and a 4.8 in China. Excuse me, 4.9 was Chile, 4.8 was China, and 4.3 Alaska. And a 4.6 just hit Burma again. So 42 earthquakes in the last 24 hours, including that big one that hit Fiji and all those powerful aftershocks. The whole earth is shaking and quaking. Matter of fact, the Bible told us in the book of Isaiah chapter 24, verse 20, the earth shall reel to and fro, shall rock to and fro like a drunkard. Okay? And so we're watching and witnessing these signs of the end times. Jesus said there'd be earthquakes in diverse places. And we know prophetically there would be many earthquakes have already happened on major biblical milestone historical events, but there's others to be prophesied yet to come that we're keeping a close eye on. We're truly living, folks, in the last days. Don't miss today's live broadcast. My guest today will be Dave Hodges from the Dave Hodges Show. So it should be a very powerful broadcast. We're going to talk about Obamacare, the battle on the Hill, the Trump mandate that seems to be already in play, and a whole lot more. Okay, so we're going to really take a look at some of America's political issues and some of the struggles that's already taken place on Capitol Hill with the Trump mandate coming into play. All right, we'll tell you all about all those things and the earthquakes and everything else that's happening around the globe on the coming apocalypse. Don't miss it. 12 noon Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. So get a fresh cup of coffee and let's get ready to rumble, because that's what's going to happen today. We're really going to dig deep, all right? Are you serious? Are you saved? Are you serious? Are you serious? Asteroids! Doomsday collision is upon us. Well, at least that's the reports we're getting from scientists. A star that's hurtling towards our solar system and could knock millions of asteroids straight toward the Earth. Researchers have known for a while now that this star called Glisk 710. Glisk 710 is headed straight for our solar system, but they're now worked out precisely when it should arrive. Now, here's the good news. The star is currently hurtling toward space at 32,000 miles an hour and is around 64 light years away. 1 light year is around 5 gazillion, 878 trillion miles away, something like that. Okay, so do the math. Okay, Gliski 710 is about half the size of our sun. It's set to reach the Earth in 1.3 million years. Are you serious, guys? Then why even bring this up? Why even tell me about this? I mean, you put a headline out there headed straight toward us, but that's easy to identify. They can identify that, but they can't identify that one that hit in Russia in February of 2013. They didn't see it coming, they said. Or the one that hit in Spain. They didn't see it coming. Or the one that actually deep impact in Australia 3 months ago. They didn't see these coming. But they can see this 64 light years away. Now, one thing about this, though, is when it does arrive, the star could end up a mere 77 light days away from Earth. 1 light day being the equivalent of how far light travels in 1 day. So, it could come within 77 days of the Earth. But as far as we know, it isn't set to collide directly with us. But it's too far away to know. I mean, okay, it's going to knock millions of asteroids straight toward the Earth. Something's going to hit us. But I'm not going to be around in 1.3 million years. Neither are you. Neither is this planet, for that matter. Christ will ever come and return, and I'm sure that's not going to be an issue for him. But the key point is here's the point I want to get to. They're giving us little bits and pieces. They keep talking about these gamma rays that are coming, cosmic rays of energy. They tell us about these asteroids, that we're in a galactical belt, and that the odds of a direct hit is increasing constantly. They'll throw out a story like this once in a while, but they're still telling you that there are asteroids, meteorites, even pieces of comets are coming, okay? As well as waves of energy, gamma rays, UV rays, and all kinds of things that's affecting the Earth. Our radiation levels have spiked 12.4% from the year before. Unheard of, unprecedented, enormous increase in radiation. And we're also breaking records in earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. We know, absolutely. And sinkholes, are you serious? We know the Earth is in trouble, shaking and quaking. We know it's reeling and rocking like a drunken man. We know Jesus said that there would be earthquakes in divers places. And all of these would just be the beginning of sorrows. And we also know that there's going to be at least 2 deep impacts, according to Revelation chapter 8. It's going to kill about 1/3 of the Earth and bring wormwood onto the water with all this radiation. So, having said that, we don't know when this will happen, but we know that scientists, NASA, other parts of the scientific community are giving us bits and pieces of the eventual doomsday. It's not going to be 1.3 million years from now, but it is coming. Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ. Get a cup of coffee. Calm down, but start looking up, because your redemption is drawing nigh. We're going to talk about this tonight and a whole lot more. Sunday Night Live starts at 7 p.m. Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Go to the live page, live show page. Click on it. You can get in the chat room if you want even. It's going to be powerful. I'll be live also on new live stream, Blog Talk Radio, and this YouTube channel. Are you serious? Are you serious? There's a whole lot of shaking going on. I'm serious, folks. The earth is a shaking and quaking. The devil's back is breaking. My mind is aching. I mean, seriously, the apocalyptic, catastrophic if we're not careful, cataclysmic events could be coming upon the earth as the 5 waves of energy is putting pressure. But it's not just the 5 waves of energy. We also have high solar winds. Matter of fact, I'll just tell you what that is right now. The solar winds are right now roaring at 498,000 kilometers per second, roaring right off the sun, headed toward the earth with a gaping hole in the sun's atmosphere. It's not slowing it down at all. Earth facing 498,000 kilometers per second. And here's what the results of all of this pressure has become. 42 earthquakes in the last 24 hours, including last night's 7.2.